Autocad 2023 Tutorial 6. Hello everyone, I am Gangadhar, a BIM manager. This is the next tutorial on Autocad. Please support and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. In the following videos, we are going to learn how to use basic drawing tools, starting by line tool. As its name indicates, it's a tool that creates lines. As you can see, I have already created a new drawing. I have purposely selected the Acadazo template. As I am going to draw in the metric system, and in addition, I want you to notice something later. Let's begin with the different ways of activating the tool. The line tool can be found in both the drawing menu and the ribbon. If we are looking at the home tab and the panel draw, naturally we can just type the word line in the command line and press enter to activate it. Personally, I prefer using the ribbon to activate these tools. So I will click on the line icon in the ribbon. Now the tool is activated. I have to click somewhere in the drawing area to define where the line starts. Notice that the message appears that prompt me to specify the first point of the line. I will click once and move the cursor to the right. Another message appears that prompts me to specify the next point of the line. If I don't care about the length and the angle of the line, I can click on a random spot to define the end of the line. In this example, that's exactly what I am going to do. Even though the line is created, the tool remains active, so I can continue drawing lines. If I want to create solely horizontal and vertical lines, I can restrict the cursor orthogonally by activating the ortho mode. From the start bar, in case this icon does not appear in your computer, you can click on the customization icon in the lower right corner and take alpha mode. The icon will appear in the status bar and it will become a lighter shade of blue when it's active. With ortho, it's active. I will click again to create a horizontal line, and then I will click once more to create a vertical one too. As you may have already understood, also does not allow me to create a line with an angle different than 0 or 360 degrees. To create a closed profile, automatically I can choose close from the command line. Before I click close, I want you to take a note that next to that option there is the undo option. By clicking undo, you can delete the last line segment you created without the activating the line tool or erasing the whole line. You can click undo if you have mistakenly created a line, but in my case I do not need to do that. What I want to do is, as I said earlier, is to create a closed profile. So I will select close. Instead, one I click on it. Align connecting the first and the last lines I draw is automatically created now. I have a closed profile. I will select one of those lines and notice that they are indeed 3 independent line segments that can be modified separately. However, what happens. This time I want to create lines of certain length and angle. I will select the lines I previously draw and press. I will also deactivate ortho mode so I can move the cursor freely. Again, imagine now that I want to create a line that is 5 meters long as an angle of 35 decimal degrees. I will activate the line tool again and I will click to define the first point in a random place. Then instead of clicking to define the next point, I will type the number 5 for the length. At this point, I will press the tab key to activate the angle field and lock the length field. Once the active field changes, I will type the number 35 and press enter. It seems that nothing happened, but in fact, the line has been created in a Acadizo template. You have to zoom in quite a lot when you are working with numbers under 500. So, to see the line I just created, I will roll the mouse wheel forward until the line appears large enough to see it clearly. And to bring the line in the middle of the screen, if needed now that I can finally see the line, I will create another one this time. The length will be 6 meters. So I will type the number 6 and then press tab to define the angle, which will be 30 degrees. I will press enter to create the line and then escape the deactivate tool. I can select the line tool again to create more lines, but before I click on the line icon, once again I want to show you something extremely helpful in the status bar. There is the icon object snap, which is now active. In case the cycle does not appear in your computer, you can easily add it to the status bar by clicking the customization icon and checking the option to the object snap. Next to the icon, there is an arrow. By clicking this arrow, a list with all the active snaps appears. Those snaps can be extremely helpful since they pull the cursor to the certain points of the lines and saves over drawing. However, they can be extremely confusing when they are all active while working in a large project. In this example, we will learn two of them that are related to lines and endpoints and midpoint. The endpoint pulls the cursor at the start or the end of a line segment, and this is represented by a green square, while midpoint pulls the cursor in the middle of a line segment and is represented by a green triangle. With those two activated, I will select the line tool again and I will move the cursor closer to the end of the second line. Notice that the green square appears pulling the cursor at the end of the line. I will click on this option to define the first point of the line. Let the cursor horizontally and type the number 3 to define the length. I will press enter twice. Once to create the line and once more to deactivate the tool on these terms. If I wanted to create a line started from the middle of another line, I will select the line tool, move the cursor around the middle of the line and click to define the start point of the line. When the green triangle appears, in this example, through I wanted to create another line, so I will just press escape instead of specifying the next point of the line to cancel the line's creation. So as you may have already noticed, creating a line in Autocad is an easy task since we are providing with the right tools and some very helpful options to draw with precision. Exactly the profiles we needed. Alright, so hopefully you have learned something from this video. If you have any comments, any questions or suggestions, you can put it in the comment sections below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. This is it for today's tutorial. Please support and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.